What did we discuss in the last class? Can you remember?
Sir, the external characteristics of the DC machine. That.
Okay. And you had a question on external characteristics also, isn't it? And here, actually, in the last class, we discussed about the external characteristics where all the machine has the same no load voltage. That all the starting points are same. But in the class test, we gave a question that if the full load voltage is same for them, then what will be the no load voltage? Isn't it? That was the question. So how many of you have tried that, given that answer correctly? Do you know what is the answer? Anybody confidently? Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Do you have that answer? Can you tell me now?
Same as E0.
Same as E0 means what?
No load armature voltage.
No load armature voltage. What was the question? So I given that one is shunt, another is. So this is the differential compound, this is the shunt, and this is the over compound, isn't it? So all the E0s are same, but they have different full load voltage. So this is the full load. But in the exam, I gave a different question. There I mentioned that all the full load voltages are same. What will be the relation between their no load voltages? Got it? বুঝতে পেরেছো আমি কি দিয়েছিলাম কোশ্চেনটা?
Yes, sir.
What would be the answer that I am asking you? Anyone who confidently give the answer? If you don't have the idea, you can ask me. I can give you that answer. If you are silent, then will not learn anything.
Yes, sir. Please explain.
Yes, sir. Please explain.
No, you have most of you have given the correct answer for that. But how we have given the correct answer, that is another thing. Just by what I can say, coincident. Oritro Chatterjee.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain this? What was the question? That first tell me.
Sir.
What was the question I have just asked?
Sorry, the full load voltage. Sir, the last question.
I've just what the question I am discussing now. The same question which I have
The
given
full
in
load
the,
voltages are same. Then the what will be the no load voltages
for 3 types of machines.
for 3 types of machines?
So that means all the full load voltages are same. Suppose this is the full load voltage. So if I draw similar curve, so the shunt will pass through it like this. Okay, isn't it? So this can be the shunt if we have similar characteristics. Now the over compound, from where it should start, below the shunt or above the shunt?
Below the
Sir,
shunt.
below the sun.
So like this. So this is OC, and differential compound.
Above the sun.
Anyway, so this is the differential compound. So that means if this is your EOC, if this is your E shunt, and if this is your E diff, then E OC is the lowest one.
Sir, without knowing the exact values, how do we know that shunt will be below differential? Like just by seeing, we have to determine it.
Shunt will be below differential always. Here also you can see, because the differential always has two coil. Okay, so shunt means only one coil, and differential means already it has a shunt coil as well as a series coil. So series coil is negating the flux. So therefore, always the flux contribution will be less if you go for the higher current.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is how we have different questions, and what I got from your response, that there is a typical distribution. Suppose like I have the responses only for the MCQs, not the two short answer type questions. And MCQ was I think 26, 24. Okay, so I got 22 to I think 15 or 14 or 12 maybe. And we have different peaks. Like 22, we have 9 students, 20, 18, we have 15 students, like that. So from that and similar type of mistake, similar type of thing you have done. So from that, I can conclude that when you are when you give the exam, you do some discussion with your peer group. Am I right? And if you do that, then you can't learn anything. Okay, so that you can issue your report for that. Okay. So today we'll start with the parallel operation of the shunt generator. Is my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Parallel operation of DC shunt generator. Now, the DC shunt generator means what we have. We have armatures and the field connected like this. This is called the DC shunt. And let us say this is the generator 1. Okay, so G1. And this is also connected with another DC generator. Let us take G2. Okay, and they are together connected with the load. a common load. Okay, so let us take the load resistance RL. Okay, and the common terminal voltage measure that will be VT. As they are connected together, so always their terminal voltage will be same, VT. Okay, so now you see, if I write the current, so this will be the armature current for generator 1. This will be the armature current for generator 2. And the field current will be just in opposite direction because it will take the field current. So field current for the generator 1 is IF1 and the field current for generator 2 is IF2. Okay. Understood. And the armature resistance you can take for this, you have the armature resistance RA1 and this RA2. Okay, so this is the similar that you have also studied, might you have studied for the single phase transformer, isn't it? Have you studied parallel operation of single phase transformers or not? Hmm? Have you studied single phase transformer? Yes or no? Parallel operation for single phase transformers? Why are you silent? You can't hear me?
Sir, we have studied parallel.
Why you are not responding? Why you are not responding? All you try to unmute yourself. All you try to unmute yourself. Let me see first. What are the noise I am getting from it? দেখি কজন আছে ক্লাস যারা আনমিউট করবে না আমি ক্লাস থেকে বার করে দেবো
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ইয়েস স্যার বলার দরকার নেই ইউ কিপ সাইলেন্ট
Yes, sir.
keep yourself unmuted. Let me see how much noise I am getting. Just keep unmuted. Still somebody are kept themselves muted. I'm just expelling them from the class. Raghav Shaini, Shubha Dash, and Parvez.
স্যার আমি মিউট করেছিলাম
Raghav Shaini and Rohan Dash are still muted. Rohan Dash and Slok Junjunwala.
Yes, sir, I am there. There is background noise.
Why background? So many background noise? Mohammad Sahil Nasim.
Yes,
And
sir.
this Vikas Chand. এটা ছাড়া বাকিরা সব মিউট
Yes,
করে
sir.
দাও বাকিরা সব মিউট হয়ে যাও Vikas Chahal. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What type of noise I'm getting from your device?
So what type of noise? So I'm in home.
I'm Mohammad Sahil Nasir.
Sir, the Ajaan is going on beside my house.
Okay, mute yourself.
Sir, me, Mohammad Sahil
Yes,
Naseem.
all mute yourself. Anyway, so I have asked you a question that have you read or have you learned anything about the parallel operation for single phase transformer?
Yes, sir.
But I was not getting that answer. Why? তোমরা কি কথা বলতে শেখোনি? Are you dumb? Are you people dumb? Totally. All the class is dumb.
No, sir.
Then what is the problem with you? Mohammad Sahil Naseem. Again, you unmute yourself
Yes, sir.
and let me know the expression for this VT for the generator one. Quickly.
Sir, I have no idea.
If you don't know this answer, then I will not check your answer script. You don't know? Somnath Chakraborty, 94.
Yes, sir.
What will be the expression for VT for generator one?
Sir, IA1 plus IA2 minus IF1 plus IF2 into RL.
Huh?
Sir, IA1 plus IA2 minus IF1 minus IF2 into RL.
Only for generator. Here I am getting some voltage VT. What is the expression for that? Suppose I have a generator. It has a resistance of RA1 and it has some, suppose it has some induced voltage EA1.
EA1 minus IA1 RA1.
And what is for this generator 2?
EA2 minus IA2 RA2.
Mute yourself. Okay. So this is the common voltage equation. VT equals to EA1 minus IA1 RA1 and EA2 minus IA2 RA2. Okay. Now from this we can find out the individual induced voltages. Okay. So like EA1 equals to VT minus plus IA1 R1 and EA2 VT plus IA2 RA2. Okay. Now from there, and what is the net current here? Okay, so what is the net current through the load?
Sir, IA1 plus IA2 minus IF1 minus IF2
IA1 plus IA2
minus IF1 minus IF2.
So the load current you can write simply by applying KCL. Okay, so 2 armature current minus 2 field currents. Okay, so for the time being, if we consider the field current is very low, so we can write this is just a summation of the 2 armature current. So if I take the field current, generally some field currents are very low compared to the armature currents. So we can take these currents are quite low compared to the armature currents, and we can neglect those. Okay. So if that is the case, then what we can write another way to represent EA1 and EA2, because EA1 is the VT plus IA1 RA1. So suppose this is your equation 1 and this is your equation 2. Okay, so from this equation 1, what else we can write? How we can represent this VT in a different way, because you have a load. You see, you have a load resistance RL, and through this your IL is flowing. So how we can represent VT?
ILRL.
ILRL. So we can substitute this VT by IL RL plus whatever we have already. Okay, and this IL also we have already represented like similarly we can also represent EA2. Is it okay? Acha. Next, you see that if these two voltages are different, if these induced voltages are different, because it is not always possible to have exactly matched or exactly identical machines which have their exactly equal armature voltages, exactly equal armature resistance and all. So it is very difficult to have this type of machine. Okay, now so if we subtract 3 minus 4, what should we get? Follow? What will be the result?
IA1 RA1 minus IA2 RA2.
IA1 RA1 minus IA2 RA2. Okay. Now from this we can find out that IA1 in terms of IA2. So what is IA1 then? E1 minus, sorry, EA1 minus EA2 plus IA2 RA2 divided by RA2. Isn't it? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now if you substitute this IA1 into the equation number okay 4. because there you have only IA2. So you just substitute this value of IA1 into equation number 4. What will you get? Just let me know. করো এটা সবাই। What will you get? Let me know. I am interested in the voltage of EA2.
Sir, E1 like E1 minus EA1 minus EA2 plus IA2 RA2 plus IA2 RA. That's it. Sorry.
আস্তে 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 বলো। EA1 minus EA2
A1 minus A2 plus IA2 RA2 plus IA2 RA1 by RA1 into RL plus IA2
দাঁড়া
RA2.
কি হলো?
Sir,
IA2 তারপরে বলো আস্তে আস্তে বলো।
plus IA2 RA2 plus IA2 RA1 কারণ IA2 টা আলাদা ছিল by RA1 into RL plus IA2 RA2.
আমি কিছুই বুঝতে পারছি না, তুমি গড়গড় করে বলে যাচ্ছ। Somebody else?
In the last one, it will be RA1.
RA1.
Yes.
Okay, then
Divided by RA1, small RA1
RA1 into RL.
into RL.
Yes, sir.
into
Plus
RL.
IA2 RA2.
Yes.
Whole into RL.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, plus IA2 RA2 then.
Plus IA2 RA2.
IA2 RA2.
Is it? কি এটা ঠিক আছে? সবাই চেক করেছো?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ বলো।
Yes, sir. ঠিক আছে sir.
Okay. So that means here we can write. So this means so this RA1 we can cancel out anyway. So this is how also you can represent. So this is the value of EA2, and from that the I2 you can find out. IA2. And what is the value of IA2 from this expression? From this expression, what is the value of IA2?
Sir, 1 by RA2.
1 by RA2.
Yes, sir. So
Simplify
then,
করে বলো।
okay, sir.
সিম্পলিফাই করে বলো। হয়েছে, কেউ করেছো?
It is EA2 into RL plus RA1
EA2
into RL plus RA1 in first bracket.
RL plus
RA1
হ্যাঁ
minus EA1 RL
minus EA1
RL
RL
divided by RA1 plus RA2 plus RA1 RA2
RA1 plus RA2
plus RA1 RA2.
সরি, আরেকটা RL থাকবে যে এটা বলছো?
Sir, RA1 plus
sir,
RA2 into RL.
into RL.
এটা
RA1, RA2, RL হবে।
This is correct. Or in different way, we also can represent like if we take the RL separately. Okay, so then it will be EA2 R1 minus EA1 minus EA2 into RL in the numerator, and the denominator will be as it is. Okay, so this you can write the equation number 6. So this you can write equation number 6. And the last one, that is the value of IA1 also by the substitution method you have to find out. So what will be the value of IA1? Similarly, you can write bolo. Similar way, only by observing the equation. Or you can write like this. Is it okay? Just check. Just check it whether we are getting.
Yes, sir.
correct.
Yes.
Okay, so from that, what we can say that firstly, that if their induced voltages are not equal, so what are the possibility? Why that induced voltages are not equal? Though the machines are almost equal rating and all. So why? What is the cause for this unequal voltage rating? Maybe due to there is some constructional difference, some material difference. So due to that, the fluxes are exact, the flux values are different for the same current, the field current, the flux values we are getting different. Okay, because you know that in the induced EMF, we have, what are the variables we have in the induced EMF? Let me know. What is EA? Follow?
ZA by A, P and phi
P
n.
P phi n.
Okay. Now this speed are same. Why? Because both the machines are being driven from a common shaft. So their shafts are same. বুঝতে পেরেছো? এই দুটো মেশিন একটা কমন শাফট দিয়ে ড্রিভেন হচ্ছে। Okay, so that means their speed cannot be different. So n cannot be different. Next is the P, number of poles. So that is a discrete value. If both the machines have 2 poles, so the 2 is confirmed, the constant for both the machines. Or if they have 4 poles, it cannot be 4.1 or 4.2. So 4, this is also okay. Now the number of armature conductor, this is also a discrete value. This can also be same. Number of parallel circuit also discrete value, because that is depend on the type of winding or pole. That is also same. So where we get the mismatch? Are you getting my point? Where we can get the mismatch? That is the flux value. Now, what are the thing on which the flux value of the machine depends? That we have to think. Otherwise, it is not possible to answer. কি কি কারণে এই ফ্লাক্স ভ্যালুটা ডিফারেন্ট হতে পারে?
Sir, I have one question, sir. How they are driven by a common shaft?
Why? Okay, so have you visited any industry
No,
or
sir.
maybe our Blue Earth shop, our
No,
workshop?
sir. No, sir.
Okay, so common shaft is there. Okay, suppose the shaft is driven by some IC engine or some motor, a different motor. বুঝতে পারছো না? দেখো নি কমন শাফট, একটাই শাফটে অনেকগুলো মেশিন কানেক্টেড আছে। Okay, so that is possible. That is possible. A common shaft, a common prime mover for both the machine, both the generators. Okay. Now, how the flux can be different?
Sir, depending on the value of field current.
Depending on the value of field current, how the field current can be different? Okay, so let me tell you that field current is also same, because the field resistance we can manage to have the same value. Okay, anyway, exactly may not be, but almost same value. If the field current is same also, and the number of turns for both the fields, that is answer another discrete value, that also we can make same. So this is the ampere turn for the field, and the rest of the thing is the reluctance. Okay, so that generated basically the field flux. So two things are there. This is okay. If the field current is different because of the material of the field conductor, or maybe the length of the field conductor or the gauge of the field conductor, so this can be a different, or the reluctance. If the material is slightly different, then the reluctance also can be different. So these are the two things by which the flux can be different. Now, if so, these all are, so we finalize during the design. So whatever the value of the reluctance, depending on the material, whatever the value of the field current, all we finalize during the design. Okay, now we try to keep the value same for both the machine if two machines are running parallelly, but still we can have a slight mismatch. So if there is slight mismatch, then what happens? So that we have to understand here. Okay, so if two machines are identically same, all the parameters are same, then what will be the problem? What will be the current sharing? Let me know. Because you see, the load current is, suppose load current is suppose 50 ampere. Suppose this IL is 50 ampere. So what do we want? Both the machines will share equally. That means 25 plus 25. That is actually the whole purpose of parallel operation. If the two machines have same rating, both the machines should have same this current sharing. Am I right? Okay, but is it okay when all the induced voltage, resistance, and all the things are equal, exactly equal? You just check from this equation 6 and 7. Jodi সব ঠিকঠাক থাকে, if all the induced voltages are same, resistances are same, whether they will share equal current, that is whether the value of IA1 equals to IA2. You just check it. Suppose I am just putting EA1 equals to EA2 equals to EA, and RA1 equals to RA2 equals to RA. Whether I am getting the same? দেখো IA1 IA2 টা কি সেম পাচ্ছি?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ, ইকুয়াল হচ্ছে?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
এবং ভ্যালুটা কত হচ্ছে? What is this value? IA1 equals to IA2 equals to IA. What is this value?
EARA
EARA
by RL times 2RA plus RA square. 2RL RA
2RA RL plus RS square.
plus RA square.
You have to simplify it. Huh?
Sir, EA by 2RL plus RA.
EA by 2 RL plus RA. Okay. Is it okay? So this is the thing when all the parameters, all the voltage, resistance, all the things are exactly equal for both the machines. Okay, but if there is a mismatch, what is the main term which is coming? If there is some mismatch, then what is the main term which is coming in this expression? Let me know. Which causes the values different, armature current different.
The flags.
Huh? না না
Flags
এইখানে এই যে expression 6 আর 7 থেকে বল, from the expression number 6 and 7 you just try to understand what is the main thing, what is the main changes are there if the values are voltage values or current resistance values are not equal. What is the main change? The main change is this term. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means you see EA2 minus EA1 is basically the circulating current. Circulating current means suppose I have two battery like this. Suppose this is 2 volt and this is 2 volt. So what will be the voltage here?
2 volt.
Huh? Bolo?
2 volt.
2 volt only. So if I connect a resistance over here, what will be the current through the resistance?
2 ampere.
2 ampere. And what is the individual current sharing? Source current sharing?
1 ampere.
Each 1 ampere each. Okay. Understood. Now, if one voltage is changes to 2.1 and another voltage is 1.9, then what will happen? Any idea? Without solving the problem by any circuit theorem method, circuit theorem, can you tell me that what problem will occur if one voltage is changes to 2.1 and another voltage is 1.9? What kind of problem will occur?
So two different potential drop across same loads.
No, load, across the load you will get only one voltage, that is VT.
The current may be different, sir.
Current sharing will be different, correct? Current sharing will be different. Why the current sharing will be different? Because you see, there will be a current within this path itself. Because here we have two KVL loop. One is this, another is this. So in the first KVL loop, in the small KVL loop or the KVL loop within the sources, there will be a current which is termed as the circulating current. So previously, when the voltages are exactly balanced, then there was no circulating current. Am I right? Then there was only 2 ampere current through the load only, isn't it? Now, if the voltages are mismatched, then there is the circulating current. Now, who decides the circulating current? I see. Who decides the circulating current?
The voltage difference.
The difference of potential difference,
Potential
2.1
difference.
minus 1.1.
Okay, so potential difference is here 0.2. Only that. We need some resistance as well, no?
Yes, yes.
Resistance of their 2 voltage, internal resistance of generally we neglect, but there is a finite resistance, you know. So these are the circulating current. So always will be there. So here also, we have basically this term which drives the circulating current and also their resistance. Got my point? বুঝতে পেরেছো? মানে এইটাকে যদি আমরা একটু অন্যভাবে লিখতাম, সাপোজ দেখো কিরকম, তাহলে সার্কুলেটিং কারেন্টের টার্মটাকে আমরা সেপারেটলি we can show what is the value of the circulating current. So if I write this in a different way, so how we can represent it? Okay, so this will it be cancelled out? No. So this part is basically the second part which I am writing now. This is the circulating current part. So this is the value of the circulating current. Okay. You see in the when the values of voltage values are exactly same, the circulating current will not appear. So there are two things. One is the voltages are same. That means this criteria. Another is the resistance is same. I think when you have studied transformer, there you got two conditions. When the voltage equal voltage ratio and equal per unit impedance. Can you remember? Okay, so this voltage ratio has different issue and the equal this thing equal resistance has different issue. Okay, so if we have same voltage for the generators, then there will be no circulating current. But if the case is, suppose the voltages are same but resistance are not same, then what will be the problem? Got my point? The voltages are same, but the resistances are not same. Then what kind of problem will be there? Anyone?
One will be discharged more, greater voltage.
No.
স্যার টার্মিনাল ভোল্টেজটা আলাদা হবে।
টার্মিনাল ভোল্টেজ কখনোই আলাদা হবে না। টার্মিনাল ভোল্টেজ কখনো আলাদা হতে পারে না, because all are connected in same terminal. You don't have any basic concept. When all are connected in parallel, their parallel the voltage cannot be different. So here two things cannot be different. One is the speed, because both are connected with the common shaft, and the terminal voltage. এইটা কখনোই চেঞ্জ হবে। And even not even this load current. The load current will be always same if the voltage terminal voltage doesn't change, because this is given by this IL is given by VT by RL, nothing to do with the generator. টার্মিনাল ভোল্টেজ যদি চেঞ্জ হয় তাহলে দুটো জেনারেটরের জন্যই চেঞ্জ হবে। It cannot be VT for generator 1 and different VT for G2. It is not possible. Okay, so if resistances are unequal, again there will be a unequal current sharing. Like this, let me tell you. Do you know Millman's theorem?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, that is EA by RA1 plus EA2 by RA2. Internal resistance এর মানে ডিভিশনটাকে ওরা মেইন কারেন্টের হিসেবে প্রকাশ করবে এইটা।
Suppose I have a voltage source like this, which I have a resistance. Two resistances are like this. Suppose this is R1, this is R2, and this is E. So this we can write like this. Suppose this is A, this is B, and this is C terminal. Between this A, B, C terminal, we can replace the circuit like this. This is E, this is R1, this is R2, again this is E, and this is again your A terminal, this is B, and this is C. So this we get from the Millman's theorem. Okay. Now suppose here we have this situation. We have E, but their resistances are unequal. Got my point? বুঝতে পারছি আমি কি বলছি? Suppose we have two voltages. One is EA1, and that is in series with RA1. Okay, and that is connected with EA2. And for the time being, I am considering that EA1 and EA2 are same, so we can write EA only. But that means voltages are same, resistances are not same. So this is RA2, and the net current is the IL. Net current is the load current IL. Okay. So this circuit, how we can represent this circuit? By using Millman's theorem. Because we have same voltage. Okay, so we can represent this circuit using Millman's theorem in this way. Suppose here we have RA1, and here we have RA2, and here we have the load resistance RA, and the current is I. Am I right? So what will be the current sharing then? So this is your IA1, this is your IA2. So what will be the current sharing then? Okay, so for this case, I have considered their voltages are same, but their resistance are not same. Bolo, what will be the IA1 and what will be the IA2?
So RA2 by RA1 plus RA2 into IA.
So this is, we can obtain just by using current dividing rule. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this is IL into the opposite resistance RA2 divided by RA1 plus RA2. And this is IL divided by RA1 divided by RA1 plus RA2. Am I right? Have you understood the problem of a different resistance being different and their voltages are different? For the voltages are different, then we'll get the circulating current, and due to the circulating current, there will be unequal current sharing. Okay, got my point? But for unequal resistance but equal voltage, then what we'll get? We'll get unequal current sharing, and current will be shared inversely proportional to their armature resistance. Do you have any question? বলো।
হ্যালো স্যার।
বলো।
স্যার প্র্যাকটিক্যালি তো দেখতে গেলে দুটো মেশিনের রেজিস্ট্যান্স তো কখনো এক হয় না, তাহলে স্যার মেন প্রবলেমটা কি দাঁড়ায় তখন?
কারেন্ট আনইকুয়াল কারেন্ট শেয়ারিং হবে। প্র্যাকটিক্যালি তুমি যদি রেজিস্ট্যান্স না ইকুয়াল করতে পারো, তাহলে যতটুকু তোমার আনইকুয়াল থাকবে সেই হিসেবে তাদের কারেন্ট শেয়ার করবে। বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
শুধু মেশিন আর ট্রান্সফরমারে তোমরা পড়েছো, ট্রান্সফরমারের ক্ষেত্রেও তাই হয়। দুটো যদি ট্রান্সফরমারের ইন্টারনাল ইম্পিডেন্স if they are not same, okay, so then there must be unequal sharing. Okay. Now, so here one more condition we have to take, that is the no load condition. No load condition. You see, no load condition means what? In those expression, what do we have to do? What do you mean by no load expression? No load condition. The current, load current is zero. So if we put no load current zero, what do you mean by that? What is the value of resistance RL?
Infinite.
RL tends to infinite. Okay. Now what should be your IA1 and what should be your IA2? Let me know from those expressions.
The IA1 will be 0.
IA1 will be 0. No. You just check. You see, it is very simple. In the previous case,
স্যার ওটা ক্লোজ সার্কিট হবে তো? হ্যাঁ।
suppose you don't have any load, so this path is not there. So only these two. So suppose 2.1 and 1.9 unequal voltage. What you will get? Only the circulating current will get. Okay, তো সার্কুলেটিং পাথ আলাদা করে যেটা লিখেছি, তো সার্কুলেটিং পাথটাই এখানে থাকবে না। ইটস ভেরি সিম্পল। একটু আগেই তো আমি বললাম। তো এটা কি হবে? এটা হচ্ছে 0.2 মিসম্যাচ ভোল্টেজ ডিভাইডেড বাই দেয়ার ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল ইন্টারনাল রেজিস্ট্যান্স। একটু আগেই আমি তোমাদের এক্সপ্লেন করলাম না? Got this point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the problem, but because you want that if there is no load, there should not be any current through the generators, but here through the generators current will flow, a circulating current will flow due to the mismatch in voltage. Okay, now if we give the load, then the circulating current will be added with one generator current and it will be subtracted for another generator current. One generator will be overloaded, which has a more voltage, and another generator will be underloaded, which has less voltage, depending on the circulating current direction. Any question? Okay, so one more condition is, so one condition is the no load condition, another is the short circuit condition. What do you mean by short circuit condition?
RL 0. RL equal to 0.
Close to 0. Okay. And then what will be the currents? Let me know.
So EA1 by RA1.
বলো।
Sir, IA1 will be
EA1
by RA1.
by R1
RA1.
and
Yes,
this
sir.
is similarly RA2. Okay, so this is very simple. But the thing is, generally, if the generators are over compounded, okay, so for over compound generators, so this is a very very dangerous condition, short circuit condition. Okay, because generally here everywhere what we do, we study the steady state condition. In the last classes also, during the commutation also I discussed. So in machine, electrical machine, generally we prefer to restrict ourselves in steady states. So when everything is every transient is died down, we confine our study into that zone, steady state zone or steady state domain. Okay, but another thing is that if there is a change, sudden change, always we can expect some sort of transient. Okay, now when we will consider this transient, then not only the resistance will not only the parameter which will decide the transient. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What else will decide that?
Sir, inductance and capacitance.
Okay, you are saying inductance, capacitance generally we don't consider. Okay, so inductance definitely will come because current, because inductance, inductance always gives the delay in the circuit. What else decides the transient? Okay, so you don't have a idea on that. You see, at the very beginning, I told you that electrical machine is not an electrical circuit. If it would have electrical circuit, then it would have been better to understand, because only one system at a time we have to deal with. Because anyway, so but electrical machines is a combination of 3 different systems: electrical, magnetic, and mechanical. Okay, so 3 things are involved: the current, flux, and the velocity and the speed of the machine. Am I right? So if we think only about the electrical parameter, resistance, inductance, etc., then you cannot get the transient response exactly. Suppose I'm just telling you, suppose you have a fan on your above your head. Now when you switch on the fan, what happens? How much time it takes to reach the steady state current? Suppose the fan takes a steady state current of let us say 0.5 ampere. Okay, suppose a fan, ceiling fan, takes a 0.5 ampere current at steady state. So once you switch on, and to reach this 0.5 ampere current, how much time is taken as a guess.
30 seconds or something.
Not even 30 seconds, in the order of milliseconds. In the order of milliseconds. If there is no inductance, then instantly that 5.5 current would flow. Instantly. When once you give the supply, switch on the supply, instantly that 5.5 ampere current would flow. But as there is an inductance, it will take some time, maybe in the order of millisecond. And that is determined by L by R ratio. That is called the time constant. Okay, so L by R is called the time constant of the machine. So L ta jodi, if L is big, is very large inductance, then it may be in the order of 0.5 or 0.1 second, like that. Otherwise, generally whatever the L values we have for this type of machine, it takes in the order of milliseconds. Okay, now you see, but for a fan, the main output is the speed. Do you think that the speed, suppose the speed is, let us take 280 RPM is the steady state speed. Do you think that in this order of millisecond, suppose 20 milliseconds, so in this 20 milliseconds or maybe some 50 milliseconds, you get this 280 RPM or full speed of the machine, full speed of the fan?
No, sir.
মানে যতক্ষণে এই কারেন্টটা স্টেডি স্টেটে পৌঁছে গেল, তার ততক্ষণে কি তুমি স্পিডটা স্টেডি স্টেটে পাও? সাপোজ 0 that means standstill condition to this 280 RPM, instantly you get?
No,
In
sir.
the order of milliseconds you get? No?
No, sir.
Then what is the problem? Why you are not getting that speed?
So because of flux, so the flux is varying.
No. Flux
Some
is
mechanical
also not
components.
similar. Flux is also similar to the electrical time constant. It doesn't take much time. হ্যাঁ বলো।
Mechanical components আর friction আছে ওখানে পাখাটা চালা।
Inertia. The main thing is inertia, যেটা তোমাদের এখন খুব বেড়ে গেছে। Okay, so you have heard the term inertia in your school days. Okay, for linear, the translational system we call it just inertia m, mass, or for this rotational system we call it momentum inertia, I. But we can confuse with I, so generally we use J for our electrical applications. So this momentum inertia is the thing which decides how much time it will take to reach its full speed or steady state speed. Let us say 280 RPM. And it is in the order of 10 seconds or 15 seconds, or maybe even more than that. And we want that. We want that if there is a power cut, if power backs, okay, within few seconds, the fan should not stop. পাওয়ার যদি কিছুক্ষণের জন্য কয়েক সেকেন্ডের জন্য চলে যায়, তার ফ্যানটা কিন্তু ঘুরতেই থাকবে, ফ্যানটা অফই হবে না, সেটাই আমরা চাই, তাই না? We চাই that we want there should be some large inertia at the machine. Anyway, so that means the main thing for a motor or for a electrical machine which decides the inertia, and that is the momentum inertia. That is a mechanical parameter that we have to understand. Not everything is decided by this resistance, inductance, and all the electrical and magnetic thing, because that takes very small time. Okay, so later on I will start electrical motors, and there also this is very important one, this idea. Okay, understood? Because in the motor also, suppose I want a change in the speed, so I generally what we do to change the speed, we vary some electrical quantity, but to get the effect in the mechanical quantity like speed, it takes much time, and in between there is a several changes in several parameters. Okay, Understood. So here also that I was discussing. So why this parallelly of over compound generators is a little bit problematic, because if their time constants, not only electrical, mechanical as well. Okay, so as you have the electrical time constant, we have mechanical time constant. Okay, so as the two machines may have different time constants, electrical and mechanical, so there can be some problem. And what is that problem? The problem is suddenly the machine which has a more inertia can be run as a motor, and which the machine which has a less inertia can run as a generator. Okay, and the situation will continue until the one machine will be completely become standstill, and another machine will be running at high speed. Okay, বুঝতে পেরেছো? আর যে মেশিনটা তোমার স্ট্যান্ড স্টিল হয়ে গেল, what will be the problem for that? It will be called a virtual short circuit, because if the machine becomes standstill, then it doesn't generate any EMF, any back EMF. So this is called almost a short circuit, dead short circuit, and that creates the worst situation for the machine.
স্যার একটা জিনিস জিজ্ঞেস করা ছিল যে শর্ট সার্কিট কেন হবে স্যার? ওরও তো একটা আর্মেচার, একটা তো মানে একটা তো রেজিস্ট্যান্স তো থাকবেই।
Armature resistance is not sufficient to withstand the terminal voltage, because you see the expression is, suppose for motor or maybe generator, Vt equals to EA plus IR or EA minus IR, whatever. Now you see how the RA is designed. RA is designed Vt minus EA by RA, sorry, by IA, isn't it? So this, you take this difference. Now, got my point? Now, what is this difference? Suppose Vt, the rated voltage of the machine is 110 volt. So what is the expected value of EA? EA is also near about this 110 volt, so that this RA is very less. Now, if this EA becomes 0, then it is just Vt by IA. বুঝতে পেরেছো? মানে IA not only this, আমি উল্টোটা লিখলাম, এটাকে IA করে দাও, এটাকে RA করে দাও. This current becomes very high. বুঝতে পারছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Now, why I'm writing this RA? Because during the design, what we do, we take a finite value of back EMF. Depending on that, we design. Now you will ask me that then what will happen when we'll start the machine? Because when I'm starting the machine, then we don't have any back EMF, we don't have any induced EMF. When we're starting the machine, gradually it is building up the speed, but initially it don't have any speed, it is starting from the standstill condition. Then how the current is limited in the starting condition? That may be a question. Now that is taken care of by a different device called the starter. Okay, so generally we have starter for different type of motors, which takes care of the starting currents. But anyway, so somehow if the induced voltage becomes 0, and that is treated as a short circuit condition, and as this expression I have written for motor, that you have understand, because here the sign is positive. Okay, for the generator it should be negative. As I have already mentioned that when the time constants are different, what will happen? One of the machine will run as a generator, another will run as a motor. Okay, the machine which has less time constant will run as a generator, which has more time constant will run as a motor. And this thing will continue. Okay, and the voltage of the generator will go on increasing, and the voltage of the motor will reduce, and suddenly when the voltage or induced voltage of the motor will be 0, that means it comes to a standstill, it will create a short circuit condition, which can be called a virtual short circuit. Okay, so this is taken care of by that equalizer connection. So I haven't discussed the armature winding, so therefore you don't know what is equalizer connection. So that I will discuss later. Anyway, but that is taken care of by equalizer connection. So that you can just note down. Okay, so equalizer is basically a low resistance copper ring. Okay, so that is used to bypass the current. Okay, so that only you can note down. So when we are running two machines or two generators which are over compounded, and if there is slight mismatch in their time constants, both in mainly mechanical and electrical, then we should use some sort of equalizer ring, equalizer connection to prevent one of the machine or to protect one of the machine. Okay. Okay. Like you have the parallel operation conditions for transformer. Here also we have a very simple conditions for generators, DC generators to be connected parallelly. So first one is the generator should have same polarity. Okay, so because it's a DC, so we have to maintain the polarity. So that is the first criteria. So we have to maintain the polarity during the parallel operation. And the second point is the voltage. Okay, so the voltage ratings of the generator must be same. Okay, so that means if a voltage is at one generator has the voltage of 220 volts and another voltage is 110 volt, so then both the machine will be damaged, because there will be a huge circulating current. And why this huge circulating current? Because armature resistance is very small. By design, we keep the armature resistance is very small. So in the open circuit, in the no load itself, whatever the circulating current will flow, that is enough to damage both the machines. Okay, so therefore, the second conditions of this parallel operation is the voltage rating of the generators must be same. Okay. Any question? No question? Okay. আপনি জিজ্ঞেস করবে দীপ্তেন নাকি আছে?
No, sir.
Anybody else? Have you understood? Okay, so I have not discussed one thing in details. What is the exact problem of their time constant mismatch? Because you will not understand that because you have not studied the transient and steady state analysis yet. But you should know that when we go for a parallel operation of 2 over compounded DC generators, we should be careful enough that whether we have connected our equalizer ring or not. Without the equalizer ring, if there is some mismatch in the time constant, one machine can be damaged due to the virtual short circuit. So that is enough. Okay. So the expression, you just tell me the expression for the voltage terminal voltage for the motor. Anyone? Just I have just written few minutes back.
EA plus IR.
EA plus IR.
Bolo?
EA plus
IARA.
EA plus IARA.
Yes, sir.
So this is for motor. Now if I multiply both side by IA, what is this unit of this?
Sir, watts.
What?
এটার unit কি?
Sir, watts.
What এটার?
Sir,
What is
both
the
are
unit?
watt.
Just what?
And this last term?
What?
What? Okay. So that means this is a power equation. The previous one was voltage equation and this was the power equation. So that means we are giving some power. It is developing some power and there is some power loss. Got my point? So this is the power input. We are giving some input power. In which form we are giving the input power here? For motor? Is it mechanical or electrical?
Electrical.
So it's an electrical power we are giving. So this side is electrical and this side is mechanical for this. Okay. Now this power which we are giving here, after that some power is lost. Okay, so let us take PL and rest of the power is developing the mechanical power, PM. Okay, then some power is some mechanical losses, and then we are getting actually the output power or shaft power. So what is then PM here? PM টা তাহলে এখানে কি? Mechanical power যেটা, what is the expression of mechanical power?
PI minus PL.
EA into IA. So this is the mechanical power. Okay. Another thing in terms of mechanical, what we can write? Tau into omega. So we know the expression for the mechanical in terms of mechanical quantities, that is tau into omega. You are right. Okay, but electrically we are generating this power and this converted to the mechanical power. Am I right? So from this you can find out what is the omega. Omega is nothing but EA IA by tau, or we can find out tau, which is EA IA by omega. Is it okay? So this is called the power balance equation. This equation is called the power balancing. Okay, and for motor, as we can see that if we want to find out the current, IA equals to VT minus EA. So here always this induced voltage, which is termed as an induced voltage in case of generator, that is EA, is termed as a back EMF for the motor, because it always works against the terminal voltage as the supply voltage. So therefore, for motor, the terminology is slightly changed, and this EA here we generally call as EB. But the expressions are here also the same thing. So J by A, P phi into N. But the terminology is slightly different. That is the EB, back EMF, because it acts against that supply voltage, the terminal voltage. So therefore, it is termed as EB, back EMF. So everywhere in the expression of motor, generally we'll try to write EB instead of EA, and EA will write in the during the generator operation. Got it? So any question? Okay, so today already we have completed our class. It is 2:15. So we'll end the class here. If you have any question, you can ask. Can you tell me what is this IA square RA? What type of loss it is?
Copper loss.
The copper loss.
Okay, so this is the copper loss. But here other type of losses are also there, but we haven't considered in this expression. This is very simple expression which considers only the major loss, that is the copper loss. So in DC machine, we'll have copper loss, we'll have iron loss or core loss. And also after generating this power, PM, another loss we have, that is the windage and bearing friction loss, P, W plus B. After that, we'll get the shaft power. Okay, so this windage and bearing loss is basically the friction of wind or air and the friction in the bearings. In the both the ends we have bearings for the DC machines. So therefore we have bearing friction, and also it is running, the rotating system is running within the wind. So therefore we can expect some wind friction. It is called the windage. So windage and bearing friction will be considered after developing this mechanical power. So this PWB will be subtracted from PM, and it will generate PSH, shaft power. If we want to consider the other power loss like iron loss, that we have to consider before PM itself. That means somewhere here. If we want to consider some iron loss, that we have to consider here. Okay, so anyway, I will end the class here.
Sir,
if you have any, bolo.
So regarding our class test, those who were late to submit, will we be able to give another test or something?
Yes, sir.
Generally, I don't take one more class test, additional class test. And there also I found that one has the attendance less than 50% or less than 60%. Okay, so let me think what I can. Okay,
good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.